Recording. Hey, Aloha, dear friends. Welcome back to this series of a study along with the advent of divine justice. If you want to know what this project is about, you can check out the first video linked below, and there's also a link to study along if you don't have a copy of the book. So we're jumping into paragraph 82, and it's a very long paragraph, hashtag Shoghi Effendi style. And it's also kind of nitty-gritty practical. So I'm going to start with a riveting quote that is in it and then jump back to the beginning of paragraph 82. Should anyone arise for the triumph of our cause, him will God render victorious, though tens of thousands of enemies be leagued against him. And if his love for me wax stronger, God will establish his ascendancy over all the powers of earth and heaven. All right, so top of 82. That was your galvanizing appetizer. Let those who are holding administrative positions in their capacity as members of either the National Spiritual Assembly or of the national, the regional, or local teaching committees continually bear in mind the vital and urgent necessity of ensuring within as short a time as possible the formation in the few remaining states of the North American Republic and the provinces of the Dominion of Canada, of groups, however small and rudimentary, and of providing every facility within their power to enable these newly formed nuclei to evolve swiftly and along sound lines into properly functioning, self-sufficient, and recognized assemblies. To the laying of such foundations, the erection of such outposts, a work admittedly arduous, yet sorely needed and highly inspiring. The individual members of the American Baha'i community must lend their unstinted, continual, and enthusiastic support. Wise as may be the measures which their elected representatives may devise, however practical and well conceived the plans they formulate, such measures and plans can never yield any satisfactory results unless a sufficient number of pioneers have determined to make the necessary sacrifices and to volunteer to carry these projects into effect. To impart once and for all the banner of Baha'u'llah in the heart of these virgin territories, to erect the structural basis of his administrative order in their cities and villages, and to establish a firm and permanent anchorage for its institutions in the minds and hearts of their inhabitants, constitute, I firmly believe, the first and most significant step in the successive stages through which the teaching campaign inaugurated under the 7-year plan must pass. Whereas the external ornamentation of the Mashral Askar under this same plan has now entered the final phase in its development, the teaching campaign is still in its initial stages and is far from having extended effectively its ramifications to either these virgin territories or to those republics that are situated in the South American continent. The effort required is prodigious. The conditions under which these preliminary establishments are to be made are often unattractive and unfavorable. The workers who are in a position to undertake such tasks limited, and the resources they can command meager and inadequate. And yet, how often has the pen of Baha'u'llah assured us that should a man alone arise in the name of Baha and put on the armor of his love, him will the Almighty cause to be victorious, though the forces of earth and heaven are arrayed against him. Has he not written, by God, besides whom is none other God? Should anyone arise for the triumph of our cause, him will God render victorious though tens of thousands of enemies be leagued against him. And if his love for me wax stronger, God will establish his ascendancy over all the powers of earth and heaven. Consider the work of former generations. Abdu'l-Baha has written, during the lifetime of Jesus Christ, the believing, firm souls were few and numbered, but the heavenly blessings descended so plentifully that in a number of years, countless souls entered beneath the shadow of the gospel. God has said in the Quran, one grain will bring forth 7 sheaves, and every sheaf shall contain 100 grains. In other words, 1 grain will become 700, and if God so wills, he will double these also. It has often happened that one blessed soul has become the cause of guidance of a nation. Now we must not consider our ability and capacity. Nay, rather, we must fix our gaze upon the favors and bounties of God in these days, who has made of the drop a sea and of the atom a sun. Let those who resolve to be the first to hoist the standard of such a cause under such conditions and in such territories nourish their souls with the sustaining power of these words, and putting on the armor of his love, a love which must wax stronger as they persevere in their lonesome task, arise to adorn with the tale of their deeds the most brilliant pages ever written in their country's spiritual history. Arise to adorn the tale of their deeds, the most brilliant pages ever written in their country's spiritual history. That is the end of paragraph 82. Alaupa, dear friends. What else is worth doing? Have a great day. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm aiming for a mighty 100 subscribers, and then I can start doing live chats with you, which would be awesome. And remember to like and comment and share, propagate these ideas, and help me get to 100 subscribers. All right. Bye, you guys. Have a great day carrying out these things, arising to serve.